Heading to the objective. I'll take it from here. I'm on the seat.
I'm going.
Here goes.
Alrighty. Well... Well... Alrighty.
Let's get going.
Well... Off we go! I'm glad you all could make it.
We've been waiting for you. Qasim! Mr. Thorndyke.
Arkwright Solutions at your service. So, what are two Marduk bigwigs doing out here?
We were given an offer that we simply couldn't refuse. Not to mention, this is a golden opportunity to capture some excellent data, and I fully intend to capitalize on it.
Well, I'm glad you've got your priorities straight here.
You're making use of the orbital network, huh?
Indeed. Our plan is to pierce the barrier with a concentrated blast from Qasim's Buster Lance, and we will need the orbital network to do so. Access to the network here in Edith is limited at present, but it is still up and running, just in a simulated state. We will funnel a majority of its processing power into his weapon and use a vast quantity of shards to fire a concentrated blast.
The primary and secondary barriers were created and are maintained by a single Genesis. If we can overwhelm its power, even if but for a moment, we can create an opening.
However, we feared that the beam wouldn't be strong enough to break both barriers on its own. So we called in some help. With those two, the balance of power should shift in our favor. They will be firing two supporting lasers with the power of their stigmas. We're taking a page out of that spiky onion priest's book.
Aha. Of course.
You're referring to that trick he pulled out of the hat in Crossbell 4 years ago, right?
So you know about that, do you? Why am I not surprised? That technique is reliant on our Merkabas. If we had ours, we could have spared ourselves the dishonor of working with those scoundrels.
Yeah, but we just gotta suck it up. We already shook on it with them, so we'll just have to wash our hands later.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh dear. Looks like my plan to sell our services to the Holy City will be more of an uphill battle than I anticipated.
I don't understand what anyone's saying, but it all sounds neat.
Trust the pros to think outside the box. Guess there's hope for us after all.
Wait, where's the bracers and CID agents? I thought they were a part of this. Actually, it's not just them. There's a lot of other people who should be here that aren't.
All of them are on standby. We have them at our beck and call, and they will be ready to spring into action should this operation end in failure.
So you already have a contingency plan in place.
That's good. There's no guarantee we'll succeed.
Never a bad idea to have a plan B in your back pocket. After all, if we can't break through the barrier, or we screw up later on, then Pandemonium's gonna stick around for good, and its reach will extend beyond the capital.
The whole of Calvert, perhaps even the rest of the continent, will be swallowed up if we let that happen. It's only right that they draw up a backup plan or two.
Precisely. There's too much at stake here.
Take it Renee's part of the backup crew? That guy has way too much faith in me.
Oh, and incidentally, he asked me to deliver a message to you. I expect that you'll repay me for all this help at a later date. I'll settle for a drink at Bermati's. You will be buying one for Elaine too, of course.
That son of a...
I don't think you'll be getting out of that one.
Preparations are complete. We're good to go whenever.
The Orbital Network's remaining processing power has been transferred to the Buster Lance.
Thank you both for your assistance.
Well, are you ready to go?
Damn right we are.
Thank you, everyone.
First, we must charge the Buster Lance to just below critical levels. If you would, good sir.
Understood. Charging now. 3%. 5%. 10%. 15%. 20%.
Damn. Guess they don't call him the strongest warrior for nothing. He's earned that rep. Leon, we can't let that jackass show us up.
I couldn't agree more.
Searing seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
Glacial seal of mine, shining from the abyss.
I can handle the fusion process myself, Chief. You just say the word, and I'll get it done.
Understood. 3, 2, 1. Fire!
Pulverize it! Solar Prominence!
Charge complete. Shaman strike!
Now to convert their stigma's data and encode it as shards. There!
Arkwright, Ferida, finish this!
You've got this, Agnes. Come back safely, everyone! I won't let you down, Kasim! All right. It's time we end this nightmare!
I hear you there!
What an incredible spiritual aura.
I believe the wide-scale pandemonium has reached its climax.
Okay, so is it just me, or is there nobody around?
You're right! Even the frozen ones are gone! It's extremely unlikely that there was nobody around for the festival.
Which means this might have something to do with what they're up to.
Leave the guesswork for later. We're closing in.
Yeah, almost at the Revolution Plaza.
Wow.
Yeah, whoa is right. It's different when you're seeing it in person than in video.
It looks to be performing some sort of vast operation.
Yeah, almost like a giant computer. Except it's a tower, of course. And the Genesis summoned it. All for the sake of realizing pandemonium.
Almada and its allies are likely inside.
Agreed. I'm almost certain of that.
Then let's get in there and kick some butt!
We've got trouble, everyone!
Hell?
What are those pillars?
They look to be similar in function to the demon spheres.
They must serve as a defense mechanism for the tower.
These villains have a contingency plan for everything.
Watch out!
That thing's huge!
Damn it!
Thank goodness I made it in time.
Oh, radiant wings! Night of...
That was so cool!
No kidding.
Elaine!
I figured you'd be all right.
Naturally. I knew you all would be fine as well. I received a message from Jin apprising me of the situation. It looks like he sent it during the brief window when the barrier had dissipated.
For real?
A feat worthy of a future S-rank bracer.
I've been looking for answers here for a while now, and there is no doubt in my mind that the tower is the source of our problems. However, it's being protected by multiple layers of barriers that are generated by those pillars. We will have to destroy them if we wish to get inside.
You learned all of that on your own? Wow.
I take it you made use of investigative shards to research that information? That's right. Thank you for recommending those to me, by the way. They certainly come in handy. though I wasn't able to use them to see inside the tower itself. I wonder if there's a condition we need to meet in order to access it.
Wouldn't surprise me. But don't worry about it. As long as Agnes and I are here, we'll find our way in.
Van.
I see. Then allow me to see you safely to your destination. With me, everyone.
Right.
We're counting on you. We couldn't ask for a more dependable guide.
She just stole the lead role, and I thought I was the thief.
Okay then, let's go pulverize some pillars.
I expect them to be stronger than the demon spheres.
You're right, but they don't seem to have separate spaces inside them.
I doubt it will be that difficult to take them down then.
Good. Then let's do this, guys!
Very well.
Concentrate your attacks on one pillar at a time. We'll take them out one by one.
Sounds like a plan.
I suggest physical attacks for now. An enemy.
Deploying shards!
We'll get them all at once.
Something's coming! Get ready!
Now's a great time for a short.
Resistant to art.
I'll take you on. This'll hurt. It's over! Don't stop now, Elaine!
Now's a great time for a short engaging skill.
Perfect chance.
Going all in.
I'll take you on. There. Elaine.
Now's a great time for a short. Bam! Your turn!
This'll hurt. It's over!
I can still get stronger.
What?
They've been enhanced?
This must be the 7th Genesis at work. They have at least 3 times the spiritual energy now.
You've got to be joking.
Fine, do your worst.
This fight ain't going well, is it? Sorry for dragging you into this mess.
Don't be sorry. I'm quite happy you did. I rather enjoy being by your side.
Don't give up yet. It's far too soon for that.
What?
It couldn't be.
Jin and V!
The Divine Blade Girl! The 2 enforcers from the Society!
Even Ikaruga's here to help?
Hey there, Lane. Glad you're looking well.
We were able to force open another hole in the barrier.
Trying to hog all the fun, huh? Well, sorry, but I can't let you do that.
I see a lot of fodder for my fists around here. Perfect time to cut loose and kick ass.
I think I let my hair down and go wild. My dusk glaive is in dire need of some action.
I am here to support the princess. I will destroy all in her way.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone!
And now I'm in a lot of people's debt. Oh well. At least this means we've only got one to go.
Right. Let's take it down.
Ha! You just couldn't resist joining the hunt, could you, Walter?
Of course I couldn't. Then you better back the hell off, because I call dibs on this prey.
I shall accompany you, Princess.
You gotta let a girl have her space. Just don't get in the way of me and my fun, all right?
You're looking tired over there, Arkride. Don't go getting rusty on me now.
Hey! I didn't see you hauling ass all over the place. I was getting shit done.
Save the banter for later. We've got work to do. I've been dying for an extra bit of excitement. This is my lucky day.
Better pick up the pace or there'll be nothing but scraps for the rest of you.
Time to let the butterflies come out to play. Devour them all, my darlings.
You whack jobs better not be up to anything. I've got my eye on you. I'll take you on.
Do your worst.
Going all in.
Keep it up.
Engaging skill.
What the heck? It's like time itself was being rewound right before our eyes. Oh no! The vital barrier's still there!
And it's been reinforced, too.
It might be more than twice as strong now.
Guess we've got no other choice. Agnes, Elaine, step back. I'll take it from here.
What? You can't be...
I can't count on Mare right now. I think I'll still be able to transform. Should be totally doable with all this spiritual energy in the air.
What's that black aura? What the hell are you doing, dude?
Don't. Not while in Pandemonium.
Van, you have to stop!
Your analysis capabilities are in dire need of refining.
Renee!
He's not alone, either. Down you go.
The Oathbreaker!
What are you doing here?
I would like to know the answer to that as well.
An assault frame?
That sounded like... Dad?
Kincaid gave me the rundown of the situation. I never intended to meddle in affairs unrelated to politics, but given the circumstances, I believe I can be forgiven this time.
Oh, Daddy left work early to help his little girl. How sweet. And you brought the big guns, too. I know you had experience in the army, but you piloting that thing so well might raise a few eyebrows.
I beg to differ. It's only natural that a president is fully prepared to act on behalf of their people. Oh, and by the way, I would thank you to remember our agreement. Not overstep your bounds!
Yeah. Will do, Mr. President.
Who said you two could just show up out of the blue? It goes for you too, Renee.
Now you owe me twice. But anyhow, look alive.
Van! Leon, the barrier!
Now's our chance, everyone!
About damn time.
Spiritual pressure is rising once more. We gotta hurry. Elaine!
Looks like this is as far as I can go. Van, I won't make you promise that you'll return safely. Just promise me that you'll do what you believe is right.
All I will ask is that you do your duty. You may consider this an official request from me. You have witnessed both sides of this country. That lets you do what no one else can.
Okay, I got it, Elaine. And you don't even need to ask!
Dad, Elaine, we'll come back safe and sound, I swear it.
It's so pretty.
So this is what it looks like from the inside.
We must be in a dimension that's separate from our reality.
This area appears to be free of Pandemonium's influence.
But it still has a firm grip on our world. This tower is responsible for creating Pandemonium and maintaining it.
All the more reason to climb to the top and tear this place down.
Van! What's wrong? Are you hurt?
I'm fine. This is just a sign that we're closing in on the root issue of this whole thing.
You're being so vague. Can't you just fill us in on what we're missing?
Sorry, but doing that would just muddy the waters. There's only one thing you need to know. The cause of all our problems, and the truth behind what's happening, is waiting for us up above. And I gotta get there, no matter what it takes. But I realize I can't do that alone. So please, give me a hand.
Did you just ask us for our help?
Our dead-obsessed leader is pleading for our aid? Huh! Hell must be freezing over.
For real? You're finally letting us repay what we owe you. I truly never thought I'd see the day.
I didn't either. It makes me so happy.
Me as well. I was beginning to believe I would never hear those words from you.
Too bad they come at a hefty price. You're gonna have to pay us back 1,000 times over.
You little... Fine. But I ain't settling for any more than double.
Don't worry. We're not asking for anything in return. But we do have one condition. We will give you a hand if you let us help you the entire way through. You have many wonderful friends in your corner, and powerful allies to call on. But you often throw caution to the wind all the same. Can you promise us that you won't do that this time?
Okay, it's a promise. But I want you all to remember that we ain't heroes of justice. There's no shame in turning tail if things go to shit. The fate of the world's important and all, but our lives are too. We ain't gonna throw them away. Know your limits, and don't worry about what's black or white. That's the Spriggan Creed, and we're gonna follow it like always. So, here's the plan. We're gonna kick Almada and the Garden's sorry asses. They may be back with a vengeance, but we've beaten them all once. We can do it again. After that, we're gonna settle the score with Melchior and Dantes, once and for all.
The countdown appears to have halted.
That
Must
hits
have
the
happened
spot.
once we entered the tower.
It's almost like time in this place has stopped altogether.
Alrighty.
Deploying shards! All you on this!
Give me your word.
Here's our chance! Go!
Here's a little more.
I can live with this.
Good work, Dantes.
Deploying shards! Physical attacks are more effective.
Nice. That went great.
You're a true professional,
Looks like a
then.
chest. Path's all clear.
I suggest physical attacks for now.
I'll take you on.
This enemy's tough. Damn it! Stay there! There he is! There we go!
I won't lose.
There we go!
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
You did great, man.
Resistant to arts. Physical attacks are more effective.
Path's all clear.
Ooh, a treasure chest! Get ready! This enemy is tough!
Enemy sighted. Be careful. I detect treasure.
Looks like a chest. Path's all clear.
Deploying shards! Stop right there! Here's our chance!
Sucker.
I can live with this. You were a great help on yes.
That hits the spot.
Why, hello there. We've been expecting you all.
Fate truly does take pleasure in bringing us together.
You're telling me she's a cruel mistress for it.
I'll say. Can't believe the sadist's back from the dead.
The 7th Genesis had to have been responsible for that, right?
I can see no other explanation. It must have been used in the realization of pandemonium.
Yeah, probably. One minute we're dead, and the next we're in front of the boss and Melchior. I very much doubt I'm back for good, though. My existence here is likely temporary.
As for me, I was content with sitting in my cell, but I was whisked away regardless. I have no personal interest or emotional involvement in the realization of pandemonium, but I will do as I am told.
Well, guess we're getting right down to business then.
If you're going to stand in our way, then we'll just have to force our way through.
I look forward to seeing you try, little girl. But I'm much more excited to see all of your bloody corpses sprawled out on the floor. And that will happen sooner than you think. Because with this new power, I can't lose.
Ishtanti, activate Dies Irae mode. You shall be embraced by wings of mercy and laid to eternal rest in a garden of gold.
Here we go.
Be wary of the distance between yourselves and them.
You ain't putting us to sleep, Angel Girl. You're the ones who will be enjoying a nice long nap. Deploying shards!
Try and stick around for the whole ride.
I will unleash everything I have. Yeah, I'll take you on.
Make it count.
Mine now. Stop.
You're getting me all worked up.
Go, Capra!
This'll do the trick.
Try and make it fun.
Perfect chance.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
This'll hurt. For me, the end is not. Let us stand. Ishtanti, Oro, Dangrela. Do your work. This is not a problem.
All you want. That's more.
Should have known.
That's how it goes.
I won't stop here. Ishtanti's output is decreasing. I don't understand. There's this emotion that's welling up from inside me. I think it's frustration.
Really? I'm glad you were able to recover that emotion. Rest well. I sincerely hope that one day you can begin to take even more steps forward.
That's wishful thinking, I'm afraid. I cannot imagine that day will ever come. Regardless, I will accept my defeat with grace. It's time I return to my shackles and live out my sentence.
It's a pity that she only regained some of her humanity at the end. She was even a little charming. Well, this is it. My time in this world is up. Frankly, I don't give a rat's ass about Melchior. But do take care of the boss for me, if you would. Consider that a request. From me to you.
What?
You're actually giving us a request?
That ain't necessary. I was planning on doing that anyway. I can guarantee that I'll get the job done, though. Least I can do for someone who's on their way out.
That's good enough for me, I suppose. Looking back, I led a shitty life. From start to finish. At least I had some fun at the end.
She didn't deserve the luxury of a peaceful death after all she did.
Those two are here. That means the rest are up ahead, yeah?
Yes, almost certainly.
Guess that means I gotta knock some sense into that meathead again.
Give me your worst. Have some
Raise Arusha and the flames.
You did perfect. Give me your
That thing
This
looks
will
mean.
hurt.
I'll dice you up! All you want is...
Here's our chance! Barry!
A chance! Here!
Here's our chance!
That looks like a nice chance.
Path's all clear.
Ooh, a treasure chest! Be careful. That thing looks mean. Resistant to arts. Physical attacks are more effective. Don't forget about your charge attack.
Path's all clear.
That looks like a nice chest.
Path's all clear. Well, looks like the gang's all here.
I detect treasure.
Ooh, a treasure chest!
That hits the spot.
Sup? Glad you could make it.
If you're here, then I can only assume Viola and Olympia have fallen.
Well, this is just great. Do we really gotta deal with both of you at the same time?
So the old tin can and the soldier got revived, huh?
Yes. Much like Viola, I was summoned back to this world from Gehenna. And quite forcefully at that. Be that as it may, I have been given another chance to achieve glory on the battlefield. And I shall do so by claiming your lives.
I suppose they aren't in a chatty mood.
Nope, though it's not like we'd be able to talk them down anyway.
You got that right, kiddo. Thanks to the fangs of Rahu, I lived way longer than any human should have. I was ready to accept the sweet kiss of death by the end of my run. But that don't mean I have to pass up one last shot at severing heads.
I, too, have long considered myself a walking corpse. I hoped that my defeat in the former capital would enlighten me to a new way of life. But alas, it did not. I'm sorry, but I must ask that you indulge my selfishness once more. Show me your strength.
Someone's eager for an ass-kicking, and I'm always happy to serve.
Same here. I'm not about to lose to a death-happy scumbag. I've also got an overly eager fan here who strayed from the light. And it's up to me to set him straight.
Good to see that fiery spirit hasn't faded one bit. Bring it on, lady!
The two of them excel in both physical strength and agility. They are formidable opponents indeed.
Maybe, but we'll take them down all the same. Both the front and back lines are gonna have to pull their weight on this one. We'll be counting on your support too, Master.
I'll do my best.
And I will do the same.
I'll take you on.
I dare you to beat these fists.
Last round, let's make it a fun one.
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick. Locking up.
Yeah! Getting to the good part.
Do your worst.
Pull out all the stops. This'll hurt. All you, Onyez.
Keep your guard up. Here's our chance. This'll do the trick. Locking up. Barry!
My move. Hit him back.
Can't
This'll hurt.
Last legs. Time to go all out.
Activating drive. Good luck.
Initializing drive.
That's how it goes.
I won't stop here.
I do apologize for forcing this burden on you twice, Aaron Way. Go ahead. Exact your revenge. Free yourself from the hatred that has consumed you for so long.
Nah, I'm good. You've got a whole lot more to answer for than what you did to my bros. I mean, you guys blew up an entire village. Plus, I know the stuff in Longport wasn't your decision alone. Honestly, my whole revenge bit kinda lost steam a while ago.
I'm surprised to hear that. Your self-restraint is commendable. If only the young people back home. No, that doesn't matter anymore.
He was the last bodyguard of a prince, yeah? Guess the two of us weren't all that different. He found his peace way sooner than I did, though. I'm happy for the guy. Well then, I think it's about time for me to mosey on over to the great beyond.
I'll be real with you. I was dreading the rematch with you more than anyone else. Your halberd's a force to be reckoned with, and you've had a long-ass time to train.
By the way, did you actually go to see one of my films?
Hell yeah, I did. I caught a showing of Golden Blood back in Arasion. It was a wild ride from start to finish. Had a pretty damn good leading lady, too. Loved every minute. Never liked having such a long lease on life, but seeing that might have made living all these long, unnecessary years worth it in the end.
There are so many good movies out there. And I'm not just talking about the ones I'm in. I hope you can see more of them someday.
Judith.
He seemed oddly satisfied.
Yeah, it caught me off guard, to be honest.
The guy may have been cruel to the bone, but I guess he had a bit of human in him after all.
Yeah, I know he did.
Both had their share of differences, but they were warriors through and through. The fact that you all defeated both of them at once speaks volumes about your growth.
Sure hope so.
Our next opponent is likely to be Melchior, yes?
Yeah, probably.
That guy's made a fool of us for the last time. Karma's coming for you, asshole!
That hits the spot.
Enemies sighted. Be careful.
I'll get you on.
That thing looks mean!
Here's our sucker!
A chance! Up there!
Sucker! Hit him back, Fairy!
Here's our chance! Here's some extra! I can live with this. You were a great help on yes. I suggest physical attacks for now. Warning! S-level threat detected!
Path's all clear.
Enemies sighted. Be careful. I detect treasure.
Let's get to work.
Don't forget about your charge attack! Ooh, a treasure chest!
Huh? Looks like a chest. Looks like a chest. That's all clear.
That looks like a nice chest.
Huh? Looks like a chest.
This looks like a stopping
That
point.
hits the spot.
Welcome, friends. How good of you to come. You sure took your sweet, sweet time. What's wrong? Lost your sense of urgency now that the countdown has stopped?
Screw off.
I've been looking forward to beating your ass.
You're going to pay for everything you've done.
You've hurt everyone here to some extent. Reset and Fairy in particular.
Melchior is a criminal of the highest order. He and Dantes have done much evil, and will likely go on to do more if we do not stop them in their tracks.
I bet the destruction of Cray was your handiwork too. Even if you yourself didn't pull the trigger, you drafted the plan personally. Tell me, am I wrong?
So you've been going through that reporter's belongings, hmm? Well, you almost hit the bullseye. I didn't merely draft the plan. I dotted the I's and crossed every T. Only I could have envisioned such a marvelously devious scheme. Much to my delight, that wonderful little village was a rare model of racial harmony as well. The boss was beside himself with joy when I told him of my plan. We had to deliver results to our investors, and we did so by wiping Cray off the map.
You evil piece of...
You know full well that those investors wouldn't have expected you to go so far.
Oh, they most certainly did not. In fact, they were terrified beyond belief. Their reactions were utterly priceless. Eau Claire's in particular was gold. You should have seen him. He went as white as a sheet, and his voice was quavering like a little girl. I can hardly believe the famous Beauty's blade is his offspring. She's rather lucky she doesn't take after.
Shut up. In my line of business, I deal with so-called bad people on the regular. I don't discriminate, as long as they've got some sense of right and wrong. I'm willing to take work from Hayway, Jaegers, thugs, and hell, even the society. My door's open to them all. Not you, though. You're a special kind of bad. You didn't just cross the line, you obliterated it. Then you and your boss continued on your merry way like nothing ever happened. I know the Oathbreaker is partly to blame for how you turned out since he abandoned you and all, but frankly, I don't give a single shit about that. All I care about now is sending your ass on a one-way trip to hell. I've heard enough of your goddamn voice. What do you say to a one-on-one brawl?
Huh?
Are you serious?
What an amusing proposition. I assume you're planning to rely on that Grendel of yours, no? But even with that tool at your disposal, defeating me alone is too great a task for an empty shell like you.
You son of a...
What does he mean by empty shell?
As I feared.
I may not be privy to the finer points of your relationship to the boss, but I stumbled upon a rather enlightening detail about that very subject. You were once held in one of the DG cult's lodges. Couple that with the knowledge that the boss was one of its high priests, and it's easy to imagine what exactly went down between you two. He stabbed himself?
Wait! You aren't.
Oh, but I am. If you offer up your life within Pandemonium, you will be reborn as an undead.
This is eerily reminiscent of the Immortals and the Great Twilight.
So that is how Dante still lives.
Exactamundo!
What in the world are those markings?
He's just like the others that were resurrected. No, he might be even worse.
Indeed, their revivals were incomplete. Unlike them, I have become one with Pandemonium itself, so my power far surpasses theirs. Now then, it is time for the event of the century, the prelude to the end of everything as we know it. Before the world is devoured by darkness, I'll enjoy a most wondrous feast. I'm going to dine on your blood.
He's about to attack!
You are not taking a bite out of me!
You bastard! Don't let him get the upper hand! We're gonna trounce this psycho!
Deploying shards! I guess this is where we say goodbye.
This'll hurt.
All right, it's all you.
Stop right there!
That's far enough! Now this is fun! Initializing drive. Going all in. Stop right there! Darkness envelop my foes!
Here goes!
Now this is fun! Make it count! A chance! Go, Catra! I couldn't be happier right now! You're wasting your time!
Perfect chance! Keep it up!
Here's our chance! Now this is fun! Watch and learn. This was steps. Nothing you can do to stop. See you in. You really, really don't know when to quit. Stop right there! Darkness envelop my foes! All right, it's all you. All right, it's all you. Stop right there! Stop right there! Stop right there!
Do your
Stop right there! That's horrible! Sucker! Chance! Hit him back! Here's a little more! Stop right there!
Yo, this'll hurt.
Hit him back! Here's our chance! You're joking!
Nice. Moving on up.
I won't stop here. I'm stronger than ever.
I leveled up! What's this? Don't tell me. The fun's over already.
Thank the goddess for that.
I trust you understand what happens when an undead.
For you to accept your fate.
Oh, but the party had only just gotten started. What a bummer. Oh well. The boss's plan will come to fruition all the same. He will make sure the whole world is engulfed in pandemonium. Perhaps you will spread it in his place.
What a ridiculous notion. Van would never do such a thing.
Exactly. Whatever happens, we'll overcome this ordeal together.
Yep, just like we always have.
Damn, guys.
How boring. This is no fun at all. Well, whatever. There's no telling what the future has in store. I hope it involves all of you suffering the most gruesome deaths imaginable. I want you all to succumb to fear and despair.
And I want you to shut up and go to hell already. Oh, and before you do, let me ask you one thing real quick. We got a message from someone by the name of C. Was that you?
Oh. I had nearly forgotten about that.
What on earth are you blathering about now? I didn't... Wait. See? I wonder...
What? You know something?
As if I tell you. I wouldn't want to spoil someone else's surprise, but I will say that it's not the boss. I'll let your imaginations run wild from there. Don't trouble your pretty little heads about it, though. After all, you'll be dead soon enough.
creepy to the bitter end. Wouldn't shock me if he was only pretending to know the answer. You know, just to get a rise out of us.
You really think he would do that? Actually, that's a silly question. Of course he would.
It's very much in character for him.
Either way, we're gonna have to put a pin in the whole thing with C. Now that everyone's least favorite nutcase is down, all we gotta do is take out the mastermind. And once we've returned the city to normal, life will all go back to the way it was. We're almost at the finish line, gang. We just gotta make one last sprint to the end. I can see Mr. Prez sliding us a big, fat paycheck under the table after all's said and done. And that'll pay for all the sweets and sauna trips we could ever want.
My dude, please get some new interests. I'm begging you.
Still, that sounds super fun. It does, and I'm sure Dad will compensate us. After all, he did say we can consider this a job from him.
We're due a proper celebration when this comes to an end.
Agreed. I suggest we go all out, and aim to make our gathering the other day look modest by comparison.
Yeah, sounds like the perfect time to crack open some cold ones.
Oh, I didn't take you for a beer drinker. All the ones I know are old men.
I mean, we can all get some wine and champagne together.
But I'm a minor.
All right, time for the final stretch. We've got a Genesis to claim and a Dantes to thresh.
Right.
Hell yeah! Let's rock!
Threat level high. Be extremely cautious.
Looks like the gang's all here.
I detect treasure.
What in the world?
A vast amount of spiritual energy is converging around that point.
I believe it's safe to say that beyond there lies the heart of the tower.
This looks like a good spot to rest.
That hits the spot.
That looks like our final destination.
Genesis is reacting. That must mean the 7th is near.
Guess it's the end of the road then.
Isn't that the song from Dingo's recording? That's right. It's called La Oraciones. It was a popular song during the revolution a century ago.
I believe they once considered making it the official national anthem of Calvard.
Yeah, but they decided against it. They went with Swear on the White Cloves instead.
It is a song about the fall of the nobility and the rise of the people. In theory, an ideal fit for the freshly minted revolutionary government. Alas, there was a hint of a lingering fondness for the old kingdom in the lyrics. And they couldn't change them because the song was too well known at that point. So they went with a different tune.
We didn't come here for a history lesson, you prick.
Perhaps not, but I welcome you all the same, Arkwright. And I will extend my warmest greetings to your employees and your concierge. It's good to see you as well, Roaring Lion.
I have cast that name aside. You would do well to forget it.
The past is a matter of great import on this particular occasion, so I'm afraid I can't do that. And I can't forget yours either, Anya's Gramhar. You may hide under a false name, but you can't pull the wool over my eyes.
Right. That would be your real name, wouldn't it?
Guess I never really thought about it before.
Yes, I've been using my mother's maiden name ever since my father took up office. It's what our protection service recommended 2 years ago. I've just gotten used to it at this point.
I was caught off guard by your father's intervention in this affair, though I shouldn't have been surprised. He has always been a man of action. He's quick to conduct blackmail and other self-serving political decisions. That's part of why I believed there was room for negotiation between us, but that ship has sailed.
I'm sorry, what?
The President of the Republic would never cut a deal with a man who wiped out an entire village.
Especially when it's his people. My father wouldn't stoop to your level.
I wouldn't be so sure of that if I were you. I've heard rumors that he entered into an agreement with the Society. But let's put that aside. I shouldn't be driving a wedge between you and your father. Your relationship with him is fractured enough as it is. So we can leave it at that. Though I am curious as to how he merged the Epstein bloodline with his own.
Actually, he didn't really. Her grandmother was adopted, so she's not a blood relative of Epstein. You really like getting under people's skin, don't you, Dantes? Actually, what do we even call you now? Don Dantes? His Highness Prince Dantes? Or High Priest Dantes of the DG cult? While we're at it, let me ask you something else. Back in Erasion, it didn't seem like you knew for sure that I was your target. But that's changed now, hasn't it? Have you been waiting for me specifically all this time? Because from where I'm standing, it looks like all of this pandemonium nonsense was just a ploy to draw me in.
What? Really?
Your arrogance truly astounds me, boy. Bringing you here was merely one part of my grand scheme, not the focal point. My primary goal is, and always was, to create and spread pandemonium throughout the world. My ambitions lie beyond the ruined kingdom and the fallen cult. Even Armada was simply a means to an end. The day I stole this power from you, my very reason for being changed forever. I will expose the true form of this nation, as well as this continent. A world hinged on lies. And I will do so by taking the form of ultimate fear.
You're gonna do what now? Wait! Hold up.
What did you mean by the day I stole this power from you?
You saying you took something of Van's? What for?
No way. Is that what turned the capital into pandemonium? With the Genesis as its conduit?
Precisely. It all began 11 years ago, when I received a curious report from one of our lodges. They captured a boy who was born with a demonic element, and they were attempting to extract it by any means necessary. The members of the DG cult were out of their minds. Not that I'm in a position to judge, of course. But to them, no idea was taboo. Anything was fair game as long as it furthered their goal to reject the existence of the goddess. Nevertheless, the vast majority of their misbegotten schemes came up empty, but on occasion, they would happen upon a gold mine. And their crowning achievement was finding the diabolic core that resided in the boy. That core possessed unspeakable power. It had no place within this realm of existence. It was a forbidden fruit that was ripe for the taking. So naturally, I seized it. I told them to hand it over, and they couldn't very well refuse the request of Calvardian royalty and their high priest. Before that day, I had no dreams nor ambitions to speak of. I led a hollow existence. But the moment I laid eyes on that core, I instantly came alive. I was drawn to its radiant beauty, and I was sucked in by its blackened splendor. I welcomed it into my body, and then I was reborn. Eventually, the cult came under fire by the Society, and then it was nearly annihilated by a large-scale operation led by a famous bracer. But I avoided the fate that befell the cult. I escaped, using my newly acquired demonic power. After that, I began my life anew in the Mafia. I deceived Armada's witless leader with ease and put him to the sword. Then I gathered minions who would do my bidding, including Melchior, who hailed from the group that was birthed by my former abode.
Van. I had no idea those lost 7 years were filled with so much trauma.
You had a diabolic core inside you? What even is that?
You knew about this all along, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I assisted with the operation that eradicated the cult. During the mission, I chanced upon Van, who had miraculously survived, yet lost the will to live. I then treated his physical and mental wounds. 4 years later, our paths crossed once more, while he was wandering aimlessly after dropping out of school.
Bet you regret bumping into me after all the trouble I caused you from that point on.
You went through all that too, Van?
Huh? Too?
Sorry for not coming clean about this sooner, Catra. You ain't like me, though. You picked yourself back up and started a new life. You've even got a family, and a nice one at that.
You're right. I've got the Professor, Essie, and Yang, who have all helped me get back on my feet. And there are others in the Institute, Artisanal District, and Vern whose shoulders I can lean on. I have many people whom I treasure dearly. But isn't that the same for you? You have many loved ones in your life who will support you however they can.
Yeah. I'm thankful for all the people who have stuck by my side. And I should thank you for the long-winded exposition, Dantes. Say, have you ever considered a career in film? You'd make a half-decent narrator. You're letting those badass vocal cords go to waste. Why don't you ditch this Mafia gig and shoot for a big debut on the big screen? I'll even set you up with Gotti. Who knows? Maybe you'll land yourself a starring role in a sexy romance flick with Judith.
Oh, hell no!
Ridiculous. I can never return to an ordinary life in this world, nor do I have any desire to. All I want is for this meaningless chapter of existence to draw to a close. And I will write its end myself. Come forth, Apeiron!
What the hell is that?
That sword is covered in ominous miasma.
It's those glyphs again!
So you've become an undead too?
That can only mean one thing. You definitely perished that day in the palace.
Indeed. And of course, this is not the Empire's curse at work. In order to unleash the full breadth of the Diabolic Core's power, I had to cast aside the shackles of mortality. So I put my plan into motion. First, I burned Cray to the ground, so that I could set the stage for the game in Oracion. That village made for the perfect sacrificial lamb. And like a lamb to the slaughter, you, Arkwright, the owner of this core, heard my call, followed me into the city, and plunged your sword into my chest. Thanks to you, I have been reborn as an undead, and now I wield the power to use the Genesis to unfurl pandemonium throughout the land.
How could you? People's lives aren't just toys for you to play around with! You killed all those people and crushed their hopes and dreams for such a stupid, selfish reason?
I thought Melchior was the lowest of the low. But clearly I was wrong!
I'm sorry, Dantes.
What?
I'm guessing you weren't always quite this twisted. You lived a life bound by your birth, and after that, you were forced to rely on a cult of lunatics who you wanted nothing to do with. Then your luck went up in smoke, because you met me. The core inside me changed you forever. What happened to Cray, Dingo, and those who died in Erasion, and even Pandemonium itself, all comes back to one troublesome punk.
Van, that's not...
That's bullshit and you know it.
This isn't your fault, Van.
The world does not revolve around you, Van Arkwright. I have walked this path of my own free will, and every choice I've made has been mine, and mine alone. How dare you imply otherwise? I will not stand to be pitied by the likes of you. Once you finally breathe your last, the final factor will be unleashed. And then the diabolic core that dwells within me will become whole and return to its true form. At long last, you will finally be mine, empty husk.
Not if we have anything to say about it.
The crap that's coming out of your mouth is as dumb as your hair, asshole!
We cannot and will not overlook what you are saying about Mr. Arkwright.
You take those words back! I won't stand for you calling Van an empty husk. He's a wonderful human being. And he's someone who is dear to us all.
Now that I know you're beyond saving, I can take comfort in finishing you off one last time. And I'm not just doing that to get my core back. It's a Spriggan's job to take out power-hungry bastards when no one else can!
How amusing! I look forward to seeing you try!
I'll take you on.
Time to bring an end to this charade.
Keep it up!
Don't take your eye off the enemy! Watch out, you guys! Something's coming! This'll hurt!
On the enemy.
Can't you do better than that? Consume!
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick.
Locking up.
A chance!
Pull out all the stops. Keep your guard up.
Activating drive. Good luck! This'll hurt!
This'll hurt.
Blades protect us!
So much for
This'll hurt.
expectation.
It's done!
That's it. That's more like it.
Go, Ketra!
Nearly time.
That's how it goes.
I won't stop here.
Is he resonating with Mr. Arkwright?
So that is the diabolic core.
Looks like my theory proved true. The core will soon be made whole once again. Though I'm afraid my curiosity is getting the better of me. I think I will perform an early test run.
A malevolent god.
Just like the tyrant. No, this thing's on a whole other level.
What is this?
Yeah, it's overwhelming is what it is.
Not bad. Not bad at all. If this is merely a taste of the power I will soon wield, I cannot wait to see what I can do once the core is whole. Even the Society's strongest enforcer will be nothing more than an ant at my feet.
Are you gonna call on the Grendel?
But Mara's not here to assist.
Oh, I don't think she's gone anywhere. She's probably just slacking off and taking a nap.
Get your ass out of bed, Mare Bear! Stop being a lazy bum and do your damn job!
You didn't have to make such a racket. And for the last stinking time, stop calling me Mare Bear. Mare!
She woke up.
What are you talking about? I was awake this whole time. I've just been kinda out of it while I was repairing myself. So, that's what you're up against. You've come a long way.
Still can't remember who you really are, but I do know the role you've always fulfilled. So like I said earlier, I need you to do your damn job.
Sure, I can do that. But is that really what you want?
Yeah. It's exactly what I want.
Wait a moment. What are you doing?
Did you say roll? What does that mean?
Well then, Van. Will you wake from your dream? Or not? Just what is she saying?
I will. I'll wake up.
Van, no! You can't!
These fragile chains guide me to this realm, where I am now made manifest. I am both the nightmare and the beast that devours it!
So pretty. Van, no.
I see. It all makes sense now. Admittedly, I cannot tell whether this is resonance or gnosis at work, but either way, I'm quite surprised.
So that's what kind of drug that was. Interesting. Well, whatever. It's about time we wrap this up. I'm kind of curious to see which of us befits it the most. How about we go toe-to-toe and find out?
Very well. Have it your way. I will gladly devour both you and your restraints. You have sealed your fate, Van Arkride.
Nah, you sealed yours when you stole my shit. And I'm about to take it back!
Feel the true extent of my power!
This'll do the trick.
Activating drive. This'll hurt. Get going, Dan. Dan, activate your boost. Time to go all out. Make it count. Take this.
Here's our chance. This'll do the trick. Locking up. Fire! On yes! Keep your guard up.
Think you can take me,
This'll hurt. She'll take that. Now's your chance to boost, man.
Make it count.
Time to go all out. Keep it up. It's working. This'll hurt. Take this. Boost gauge limiter removed. I won't stop here. Powered up.
I think I've grown a little.
Did we do it?
No, not yet.
Man,
Thank goodness. It's finally over.
I was so close. Now that I have been parted from that monstrosity, I finally understand just how abominable it truly is.
I'll bet. No human should ever have this thing. But I'm not gonna apologize to you ever again.
Rightfully so. I have always acted in accordance to my own way of living. Just as you do. You may have won this fight, but my ultimate desire will still be realized. By your hands.
What?
Oh no. I already know for a fact that Gehenna does not exist. But I'll still leave you with these parting words. I will be watching you from its depths, Van Arkride. It won't be long until you become a living embodiment of fear itself.
Wait a second. What did he mean?
Van! Throw that damn thing away! Now!
Too late. I've got no choice but to return it to where it belongs.
It vanished?
No. It's simply returned to Mr. Arkwright.
Sorry to spring this on you, Agnes, but I'm not going to be able to finish your request. Though I doubt you'll need me. With all of you on the case, you'll find the last Genesis in no time. Just to be safe, though, I did draw up a list of places I think it might be. Hope that'll help.
Van, wait!
Dark Blue Demon Lord?
That's one of the 5 who leads the 77 Devils. Its name is Vagrant's Diaspora.
Well, guess it's time for me to bounce. I'll leave the rest to you guys. Oh, and could someone do me a solid? Tell Elaine I'm sorry I can't buy her those drinks, like I promised. Take care of them for me, Master Barkhorn. I'm counting on you.
You damn son of a bitch!
No, don't go! What just happened?
I'd like to know the same thing.
Wait, is that?
Mr. President? How long have you been there?
My apologies. This was meant to be a surprise for you all. I hope everyone is enjoying the festival. As I said before, let us make this a celebration to remember.
Yes, sir, Mr. President!
We love you, President Bramhard! Glory to Calvard!
I'm sorry, but I will ask that you keep your distance from the President.
Oh, thank goodness. You're all okay. You really did it. I wish I could have been there with you all, but... Wait. He did it again, didn't he? That idiot. He left us behind.
No, he hasn't left us. Not yet.
What do you mean?
His hollow setting screen.
Are you thinking of...
It's no good. It's not reacting. Fine, I'll do this then. Mare, please wake up. We need you. Oh!
What's...
Stop yelling! I already told you that I'm awake! Mayor, you have to tell us where Van's gone. Please, we're begging you. If you're here, that has to mean he's close by, right?
What?
Really?
That does make sense, actually. Van is the only one capable of calling the mayor normally.
All this time, she has been watching over him for some unknown reason. No, perhaps it's more accurate to say she's monitoring him.
So if she's still active, that means...
Yes, that's correct. He's still here in this dimension. However, he has already made his choice. He has decided to free himself of his restraints, or the Grendel as you call it, and accept the power that is rightfully his. Now a world-devouring demon lord lingers inside him. He chose to seal it away within the void, and himself with it.
Bastard!
How could he do that?
Okay, it's a promise. But I want you all to remember that we ain't heroes of justice. There's no shame in turning tail if things go to shit. The fate of the world's important and all, but our lives are too. We ain't gonna throw them away. Know your limits, and don't worry about what's black or white. That's the Spriggan Creed, and we're gonna follow it like always. And once we've returned the city to normal, life will all go back to the way it was. And that'll pay for all the sweets and sauna trips we could ever want.
Every word that came out of his mouth was a lie.
This is a flagrant violation of our contract. I will not stand for it.
Ugh! I'm gonna punch him so hard! He's in for the pummeling of the century!
Easy, everyone.
I had an inkling about what he was trying to do. I suspected that he harbored guilt about remaining in this world. In the distant past, 5 demon lords were added to the 72 devils that resided in Gehenna. And it was at this moment when the world was rewritten. At least that is what I and the Church believe. Regardless, I can only imagine how he felt when he learned that he was one of those demon lords.
You mentioned that before.
You're making all this shit up. No way!
It's a closely guarded secret, even within the Church, but its veracity can be proved. It accounts for the discrepancies between the records from before the Great Collapse, which are kept in the primal grounds, and after. The being that resides within Van is called the Vagrant Demon Lord. The Book of Ezra describes it as a being that is imbued with the power of black time.
One of the Dominions told us of that book.
So that's Van's story.
However, I did not know of his true desire, nor did I see the depths of his despair. No man is an island. Every human must rely on others, and Van is no exception. But I see now that I did not make him realize as much, and that is my greatest failing as his master. So, I implore you, Mayor, grant them the opportunity to confront my fool of a student, so they may voice their complaints to him directly.
You're overwhelming me. Stop it. Okay, I'll help. Even if I really shouldn't, considering I'll at least give you a hint, though. Go to the place that he has the strongest emotional attachment to. You'll find him there. There isn't much time left before he's gone for good. So if you want to go after him, you'd better hurry.
You should go with them too.
Right.
I can't find him anywhere.
But if he's not here, then where the hell could he be?
Aramis? No. After all that's happened, I'm sure.
Could he be on the rooftop, perhaps? I remember him talking up there during the party. Is he partial to that spot at all?
That must be it!
Let's go, Agnes.
Right. You can't leave us, Van. You can't. Don't you dare disappear on us!
You aren't getting away from me that easily.
It'll be okay. He's going to be fine, I'm sure.
Your friends are here to bring you home.
Just what I needed.
He really is up here.
Thank you, Mare.
This must be a barrier that analyzes those who try to walk through it, and will only let people from Arkwright Solutions pass. Aw, if I'd known this was going to happen, I'd have tried sneaking my way into a job, too.
I'm so sorry, Elaine.
Don't worry about it. I'll leave this in your hands. Just give him a big smack for us, all right?
You got it!
Let's do this!
What a peculiar space.
It's a terrifying sight to behold, and yet I feel warm just being here.
I've never been to this place before, but I'm feeling oddly nostalgic.
Yeah. So nostalgic that it hurts.
You've got to be kidding me. What are you idiots doing? You shouldn't be here. Thought I told you to take care of them, Master. Why'd you let them come to this place?
You will have plenty of time to berate me for it later.
You can't leave us, Van!
This can't be the only way to deal with that demon. I refuse to accept that.
Well, accept it. We're talking about a being that sees the entire world as its enemy. I felt its presence for so long. It's been with me since I was a kid. But I couldn't tell anyone about it. It was a secret I planned to take to the grave. I can't destroy this thing, but I can seal it away in the boundary between here and the beyond. It'll at least keep it at bay for a few centuries. That's the best I can do to protect your futures. So leave me be. This is the choice that I've made. It's not a black or white decision. It's...
We're not going to leave you, Van! You may have chosen to come here of your own volition, but we've made a choice of our own. We're taking you back!
You know full well I'm not like the cops or bracers. I do things my own way. And that way isn't black, but it definitely ain't white either. Mine's like the color of a dark blue sky just before dawn.
I'm not going to become a wholly different person if I stay by your side. I'm very much my own woman, and that's not about to change.
Your way isn't black, white, or even gray. You said it's like the color of the dark blue sky just before dawn. But to me, it's like the dawn itself. It's a warm, comforting light that illuminates our way and breaks through the darkest nights. And I never want to part from that light again. We aren't going to let you go, no matter what.
You wanna up and leave us that bad, huh? Well, normally I'd say, that's your call, so long, my dude. But you've still got an outstanding debt, so I'm not letting you bail on me.
Yeah, I'll drag you back by the collar if I have to.
Let us help you, Van. You always stick your neck out for us, so why can't we return the favor? If we were in your shoes, you'd rush to our aid without a second thought. Don't deny it.
I'm afraid he's got you there, Mr. Arkwright. I can easily picture that happening. If any of us were in danger, you would move heaven and earth itself to ensure our safety.
Once a softie, always a softie. Honestly, you should drop the whole I'm not good or bad thing. You're just a teensy bit too young for the weary warrior act, don't you think?
Everyone. Why?
You have actively forged many bonds throughout this year. I'm afraid this is simply karma at work. Don't think you can run away from them so easily, young man.
Master.
What's happening?
Damn it. This is way too soon. Get out of here now. It's going to...
Who has awoken me from my slumber? Was it you?
It's talking directly into my mind.
What in the world? What's going on here?
In this world, I am the being known as the Vagrant Demon Lord. I am connected to the one you call Van Arkwright, through a diabolic core.
The demon that's been residing within Mr. Arkwright must have taken control.
But why? What happened to Van?
My foolish vessel rebelled against me. He suffered shame to the void. The endless passage of time holds little meaning to a being such as myself. However, such boundless arrogance cannot go unpunished.
Get out of here!
Yes! Will you kindly disappear already? We were talking to Van, not you! We don't care about you in the slightest! So get out of our sight and return Van to us at once! The Genesees are reacting!
What's happening now?
I see. So you have their power at your disposal. That explains how that was able to bind me.
I think the Genesees are having an effect.
Yes, I can confirm that its strength has decreased.
Good. I think Van's body is still somewhere inside of it. We just need to weaken it a little more.
Just let me at it already. I'll rip it to shreds!
Our odds of victory have increased exponentially.
Many eons have passed since I last entered the realm of mortals. I will strike down all that stand in my way. Face the abyss, insignificant humans.
We'll show you who's insignificant!
Your first and last mistake is underestimating us humans!
Here's our chance! Yes! Stop right there!
I'll crush them all at once, Blink!
Perfect chance!
Here's our chance!
Watch it! They're trying to attack!
Don't take your eye off the enemy!
Initializing drive. Keep an eye on the enemy.
There goes! Reset! Keep it up! It's right! Time to go all out!
Let's party!
A crack appeared!
Yes! Maybe Van can...
Insolent vessel. Dare oppose me.
Oh, I dare, all right. I'm busting out of here!
Van! Thank goodness!
Can you still fight?
Hell yeah, I'm in top form. Got a lot I want to say to y'all.
That can wait. We got a demon lord to slay. And I'm gonna need everyone's help to do it. Can you give me a hand?
Do you even have to ask?
Since we're so nice, we'll do it on the house.
Leave all your support needs to me. Here, Van! Catch!
Thanks. Mare!
Well, look who's back. Just say the word and I'll do my thing.
Okay, let's do this!
I think it's time for the big bad demon lord to kiss its ass goodbye! What do you say, Van?
Yeah.
You truly are an angry vessel. If you think you can escape me, you are sorely mistaken.
In some ways, that thing's an extension of myself. If you guys have got any pent-up anger toward me,
Then let it loose on that thing instead!
Will do! We won't allow you to hurt anyone else. Prepare to meet your end! Certain arts will work better. Go all out!
This'll hurt, this'll hurt.
I'll take you on! ride. Blades protect us.
Pull out all the stops!
Good luck. There. Perfect chance.
This'll hurt.
A chance.
Go time! Pull out all the stops!
I'll round them up and scatter. Keep it up! It's working! Zypha activated!
Go time! Bring it on!
There's a shark activating skill! Do your worst! What should I do?
Some more!
Activating skill!
I should not have been testing.
Well, you were, so suck it up. No one likes a sore loser. Afraid I'm just not ready to give in to you yet. My body and soul are still mine, so do me a favor and scram.
Very well. I shall retreat for the time being. But remember this. You and I are one and the same, and we always will be. As long as you live, you will never know peace. You had best not forget that.
It's the diabolic core.
What? Don't touch that! We are not doing a repeat of last time.
Don't worry. I'm just putting this where it belongs.
You threw the damn thing?
Is it finally over then?
Yeah. At least, it's over for now. How about we get out of here?
In the end, Van came back to us, safe and sound. That marked the beginning of a very busy 3 weeks that somehow flew by in an instant. We all did what we could to help Van deal with the aftermath of what had happened while making preparations of our own. Then, on the day that the second term at Aramis ended and my winter vacation began,
Well, guess this is it, huh? Cleanup after all that took longer than I expected, but glad I still had you all around to help out.
Don't even mention it. Juggling the work with my Sunday school exams was hard, but also really fun.
I still can't believe Almada made such a mess of the orbital network. You know it's bad when it takes Professor Hamilton and the others half a month to repair it.
Figures, though. Turns out that one of Heiyue's elders was supporting Almada's plan. Explains why Sao and Gian showed up here in Edith all of a sudden, though.
Wrenches in the gears aside, you all did great. Especially you, Reset. If Marduk hadn't loaned you over, I don't know what we would have done.
You're too kind. I'm grateful for the chance to assist you and learn from those experiences. That said, I wish we weren't left with so many lingering questions concerning Mare.
It's not like we learned nothing. But I'd say that's a problem for another day. By the way, why are you, of all people, taking a train?
Am I not allowed to use public transit? I'm the public too, you know. The expressways always get really busy this time of year, so trains are easier.
Hey, that's her, isn't it? It totally is. But we shouldn't bug her while she's talking to people. We'll have to snag an autograph when she's done. Something tells me you're gonna be busy your whole trip.
still, I'm really happy we could see you off.
Well, it's the least I could do.
As for you, Master, I honestly don't think I'll ever be able to thank you enough. I'm easily your worst student, and I can't promise that this is the last time I'm gonna cause you trouble. But if nothing else, I think I've finally taken a step forward.
And for that, I'm glad. Always remember this, Van. One's journey through life proceeds down a path of endless possibilities. Your path belongs only to you. But that doesn't mean you must walk it alone. The paths of those around you will cross, intertwine, and run alongside your own. This is a fundamental truth of the world, so it does me proud to see you finally understand it.
Sorry for being such a slow learner.
Man.
I believe it'd do us all well to remember those words.
No kidding.
It's the top of the hour and time for the 5 o'clock news. Normalcy has finally returned to the streets of Edith following the sudden chaos of this year's Revolution Festival.
Anyway, it's freezing out here and you've all got trains to catch, so it's about time we wrap this up. If you ever want to shoot me an orb mail, feel free. I'm not much of a writer though, so I may not get back to you. But really, it's been great working with you guys. I'm sure we'll all meet again someday, somewhere. Okay, what's with the looks?
About that? I just have a few credits to get out of the way in Basel. I'll be back before you know it.
What?
Me too. I've got an important role in the New Year's festival. And since my brother will be home for it too, I want to get in a little training before I return.
Hold on.
I want to be back in Longport for the anniversary of Mom's death. After I'm done dancing and partying it up through the Lunar New Year, I'll be right back here.
But I thought...
In truth, I am only planning to make a report concerning Almada's recent actions and undergo routine maintenance. If it's not a bother, I was hoping to renew our contract for the next term.
And I'm still renting that room in your building, so of course I'll be around. Not all the time, though. I'll be crazy busy once my next movie starts shooting early next year.
I plan to travel around and see my other students, so I will regrettably be away for some time. Speaking of crossing paths, is this not the perfect demonstration?
Yeah. You don't have to beat me over the head with it. And you! I'll bet you knew about this the whole damn time!
Sorry. Consider it your just desserts for lying to us earlier.
You got God, old fart.
Let this be a lesson to you.
So how are things looking for the school festival? All good?
Mm-hmm. All good. We managed to put together a basic plan. We'll leave preparations and putting together a proper budget for around the start of the new year. I'm not just going to lean on Ren for it all either. I'm going to give it my all. Oh, but I still plan to drop by the office at least once a week. If no one's around to keep you in check, Adios knows how questionable your diet could get.
Not likely to be any different from before. Get me. Focus on your studies and the festival. At least we know we don't ever have to worry about Almada coming back. We've still got our fair share of unanswered questions. The Grendel, the Genesees. Not much we can do but wait and see what happens. I'll probably just handle some light gigs in the meantime.
But...
Hey, no worries. Okay, sure. That thing is still inside me. And I have no clue when it might resurface. And when that time comes, I might make the same choice all over again. But I know all too well that I've got a group of hardasses here who'd rather go through hell than leave me be. So I'll think long and hard on it next time. No lie. I swear.
Sounds awful suspicious to me. Though I might believe you if I'm allowed to help you twice a month at minimum.
I deserve that. Well, guess that's the best I can hope for. It's on the outskirts of the 10th district, yeah? We're about 10 minutes from there. Guessing it's a pretty big place?
No, not at all. It's just your average suburban detached home. We have a modest garden that Mom used to grow flowers and herbs in. She had quite the green thumb. Oh, and we've got our sweet little dog, too. His name's Alphonse, and he's a good boy. He mostly stays at our official residence these days. I haven't seen him in ages, so I've missed him very much. I'll have to introduce you to him. The two of them should be back home by now.
Actually, I wasn't planning to stay. I'm just gonna drop you off and... Wait, what do you mean by two of them? You aren't talking about your dad, are you?
Of course I am. He was up to the neck in work until just yesterday. But today is the start of his end-of-year vacation, so we're finally going to spend some time together. I believe he wants to have a talk with you. About your compensation and a few other things.
Oh, come on. There's no way he was serious about the pay. That place will be crawling with security. So, sorry, but I ain't gonna...
Don't worry about that. They only guard the outside of the house, so they'll leave us alone. Also, I've got a delicious Andalusia winter tart. Limited edition. You can share it with Dad. I'll brew your coffee while you chat away.
You gotta be shitting me. When the hell do you kids get so damn sly?